Hi, today I wanted to share another gradient app I found on Canva. It's a new one. It's just called Gradients, very simple to find, and I'll show you how it works. I'm Kim from Be Your Own Graphic Designer and a Canva Canvassador. So let's go to my screen and we'll take a look. I'm here on my Canva home screen. As you can see, we've been busy at Be Your Own Graphic Designer on working on Halloween. It's that time of year. These are great and they're available on our Etsy store. But let's go back to looking at what we're doing today, which is apps. Back into apps, which you can find on the left-hand side. It's Gradient. And what I really like about this is how customizable it is. And what is even better is that it uses your own brand kit contents, which is really useful because I've had to go and get the hex code and change it and add it to various different apps because they don't integrate completely. But this does, so it's great. I'm going to use it in a new design, and I'm going to do my typical Instagram square post, and the Gradients app has now come up. And you can see here we have different colors. I've actually remembered the colors that I put in. So this is my Be Your Own Graphic Designer blue, and this is a lavender purple color. Let's start at the top. Let's create, and you have linear, which is this one, which you can adjust by grabbing the ends here. Or you have radial, where you could move the circle around, so you can expand that or contract it, and I'll show you how you do that later. And then you have angular, where you just split your design into different sections. That's your basic gradient types. Along here, you also have two other options. You have generate, where you can describe how you want your gradient idea to look, and it will preview it for you. And I'm just going to use, let's try an example. And I've got Winter Wonderland with icy blues and soft whites. So I'm going to generate that one. And that is very icy blue. And I can use that and customize it, and then it goes into my create screen. That's one simple way of coming up with a gradient background. The third option you have right here is collections. And these featured collections of other ideas that they've had that you can use. And they've got some general ones, and then they've got them split by color tone, which is really useful. There you have lots of other ideas that you can see. I'm going to go back to create. What I want to do is use my brand kit because I think it's really useful. And obviously you need a Canva Pro, Canva Premium account to be able to use your brand kit. But I will put a link below this video where you can get a trial for 30 days for free. So you can try it and see how it works. And brand kits I find incredibly useful. If I click on this, you can see it's brought up the document colors, but it's also brought up my brand kit immediately. I'm going to put in the blue. And then I'm going to go all the way down to this one. And I'm going to choose the lavender. And then like that. And you can see it's immediately changed it. I'll move this back to the original stage. And you've got it as coming almost 50-50. That's the first stage. But I want to add some more. And that's very simple to do. You just add a new stop. You then say where you want that stop to be. And I'm going to move it a little further over. And then click on the color again. And I'm going to add the pink this time. And then let's just go and see this. And now it's added some really nice tone. Now it's starting to take effect. I'm starting to let it a lot more. Let's push this up this way. This, to me, is starting to look like a really nice gradient background. And it's got some depth and tone to it. Now I've added several different colors into it. And I might take the risk of adding yet another one. So add a new stop. Let's click on this color. I want to add this light yellow in and see what happens there. We can split those up a little. Bring them out more. Let's see what we've got now. And now we've got like a little ray of sunshine to it. We can change that and move that as well. Let's look at this as a radial. I'm not sure I like that so much, but it's an interesting design. Angular is very much more interesting. But let's go back to the linear, which I prefer, maybe because I'm just too traditional. But you can then rotate it. So let's flip it and rotate it. You can see now I've got the straight lines down. I can rotate it again, so it goes the other angle. And I can rotate it again, so it's like that. I'm going to take it back to the original. The other thing I can do is I can flip it. I like that as well. You can see there are lots of different options with this. I think this is a neat, very simple app that lets you incorporate your own brand colors, which is really helpful. I just need to now add that to my design. Click right and set image as background. I've got my background image. I'll now do one without the yellow. So we just got some comparison colors. That needs to come down a little more. You can see how easy it is to do this. I might even flip that one. Yep, going to flip that. I'll set that as a background image. And then we'll just go to a simple 2. So I need just to delete that. Then we've got just the simplest one here. And add that to the side. This is something I'm going to be using quite often because I do like different gradient backgrounds, and this is just a really easy, simple tool to use. I hope that helps, and I'll see you next week. And if you like this video and would like to see more, then please click the subscribe button below and the notify bell, and then you'll know when I've recorded another video.